It's looking good.
Uploading.
System downloaded.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
I smell a smelly smell that smells smelly.
He's looking at me again. You're the pro. Ladies and gentlemen, white boy dancing.
Good evening, shepherds. It is I, Mr. Cluckleduck, and I'm here to greet you for another Wednesday night ship show. Bound to be an interesting show. John had adventures last week, but Omania's coming up, and maybe a lawn care review. I don't know. I am just the cluckoduck of the ship show, and I'm here to say, Bugak!
The Ship Show.
Holy heaven sakes alive, what the hell's going on around here? Larry?
Just a minor setback. You were on top of it. I had all the faith in the world you'd come through and get us on.
That was so weird. I had to punt the stream. I knew that's what was going on, Tess. I figured it was a Tess problem, an ID10T error and not a Rooster error. But that's another story. I had to punt the live stream that we had going because when there's no audio at all, something's wrong. But like I said, I had to put a new motherboard in and all this crap on my computer. And when I did so, a bunch of drivers weren't installed, and I had to make a few things, I guess, whole again.
I had all the faith in the world in you. I knew you'd come through.
Well, I always come through, Larry.
Just a few bad words.
Yeah. Well,
actually, you kept your cool pretty well.
I thought so.
You did. There's no question about it. I've seen the ugly side before.
Yeah, I try not to get too upset anymore because it's like, what am I gonna do?
Is that true on the golf course also?
No. Although I've been toning that down.
Okay.
I've been toning that down for sure. But
not to get off the subject too much, but how about all this drama with the professional golfers?
What drama?
Well, more and more people are leaving to the live.
What's this? Oh, look at me. I'm putting us in let's see, what's this? Hold on.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. I'm pressing buttons over here, Larry.
Yeah, that's your specialty.
What? Wait,
but all these all the top PGA guys are going to live because they're offering them all this upfront money, and they just can't say no. And so now you watch the PGA Tour events, and it's like, who the hell are these guys? It's like, but the live is struggling to get a good TV contract, but Rahm is left, and Patrick Reed, Mickelson. I mean, it goes on and on. They just are they're backed by Saudis, and price is no limit. So a lot of controversy going on with pro golfers. I just sit back and I don't really get into it too much. It's kind of like politics. It's just like,
ain't nobody got time for politics, and ain't nobody got time for the rest of the freaking world's problems when it comes to golf. I'll tell you that right now. And you know what, Larry?
I got enough to worry about with my own game.
Well, yeah, when it comes to golf, like now I'm all of a sudden starting to think to myself, like, hey, self, maybe you should start getting to the range. I've been doing my little jammer, my weekly golf league. I've been doing that. And
so your weather still hasn't been warm enough to play outside?
Well, I got a text from El Duderino the other day saying, hey, it's supposed to be like 65 degrees. Oh, I know this is what's bugging me, Larry. I knew something was irking me. It's supposed to be 65 degrees here Sunday, or 62 maybe. And
if you can believe it, yesterday it was 83 degrees here. Today, it was like a high of 35. We had a 50 degree weather change in one day.
I believe it. I believe
It's
it 100%.
St. Louis weather's crazy, just crazy. But I played Monday. I played Tuesday. Today, tomorrow, it's not good weather. Supposed to warm up again by the weekend, and Monday back to 65. So I'll play again next week until I have to leave. I have to leave next week, if you can believe that. I gotta head down south to the
You sound
port
like
of
you're
Miami.
disappointed, Larry.
I gotta leave this nice weather here in St. Louis and head down to the port of Miami to step onto the thing called the Icon of the Seas.
Yes, the Icon.
The anticipation is like
Icon the price. I'll tell you that.
Well, I gotta point out our travel agent, this person named. Oh, do you happen to notice what I'm wearing?
Sharing
In
that
honor?
sea travel. Look at you.
Yes.
And it's a golf shirt too, Larry.
Yeah.
Who knew?
She got us amazing deals. I'll come out and say it. I have a surfside balcony, so it's kind of like the old boardwalk balconies. And I'm gonna say I paid for two people, port charges, taxes, $3,400 or $3,500, which was a lot, but
It's way more than that now.
within 6 weeks, I just happened to go out and take a look. It was over $10,000.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me, Larry. That's
Well-
all I'm going to say about that.
Well, my theory is it's the new ship. Everybody wants on it, so it should make cruising on other ships more affordable. But I will tell you this.
My foot.
It's not
Ain't
just
nothing
Royal.
becoming more affordable. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, because
You know what I'll say? I'll tell you this, Larry. Not to change the subject too much.
Right.
It's not going to work out, and I spent way too much time doing the research in the process. You can book a celebrity cruise right now for the summertime to the Southern Caribbean with a concierge balcony for less than what you could book it on Royal or Carnival. I'm not kidding. I looked it up.
So a lot of people are throwing out better deals on Princess and MSC also.
Well, ain't
but
nobody got time for MSC. I'll just say that.
I will say this. So Norwegian just came out with their fiscal year profits, and they were very profitable last year. They came out making $270 million, and they said this year will be way more than that.
Well,
So
good. Maybe they can improve their service.
I'm just saying that the cruise lines are finally pulling out from the hole they were in. But the demand is just skyrocketing. Demand for cruises is just skyrocketing. I think it's because Larry Thomas keeps telling everybody, let's keep cruising. Everybody's doing it.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing we can assume at this point, right? That it's got to be Larry.
I'm blaming it all on Larry Thomas.
Me too.
He's the reason these prices are high. But so I did want to, before I forget, I wanted to give a shout out to our friend Tony at La Lita Loca. I wanted to tell him how happy I was that the procedure went well. And I'm not going to get into specifics, but he had a thyroid issue, and what they took out of him was alarming. But when I saw that, it's like, Tony, you have got to be feeling better. You have to. It just getting that out of your neck has to help you with just everything in life. So
yes,
best of luck to you. Really glad it went well, and hope you're feeling even better than you were before.
Couldn't agree more.
Did you see what they took out of him?
Yeah, I did. I watched the video, and I sent him a very similar message where I'm like, my God, what a relief it's got to be. Oh, boy. Here we go with the dad jokes. Caitlin says, how do you follow Will Smith in the snow? But I told Tony, feel free to answer in the chat. And hello to Garrett, and hello to Big Al himself. I told Tony it's got to feel good, and he said, what was that? Oh, I'm like, the audio's going. Okay, fair enough. He was like, yeah, it does feel good. And it looks like he's doing okay. You follow the Fresh Prince, Larry. That's how you follow Will Smith in the snow. You follow the Fresh Prince. Caitlin and Garrett are into these dad jokes lately that embarrass me, and I'm a dad. About to be a grandpa, for crying out stinking daggone.
That's
freaking
unbelievable.
loud.
That's unbelievable. So I was golfing yesterday, and I golf with the same person almost every time, and we play with a lot of the starters, the people that work there, and then they get to play for free. So I'm playing with my good friend Bill Schmidt. If he's tuned in, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. But he, out of nowhere, he just says, "What's the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman?"
Oh boy.
Any ideas?
What's
the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman? Iron Man is a superhero. Iron Woman is what you tell your wife.
Oh my God, Larry, I'm trying to look something up, and all these dang things are showing up. I'm sorry. And I'm throwing money around.
Well, he told that. Yeah, what's with the money was for the funniness of the joke. I guess it was so corny I couldn't stop laughing.
Okay, I gotta turn.
Not funny, everybody.
I think it's funny, but I mean, and sometimes the jokes can get a little vomitous. Is all I'm saying. I was trying to find something, Larry, because you know, I'm excited about something, and I just don't know if I can trust this video to drag in here, because it could be, you know, something that we don't really want. But I'm excited about something.
Oh, okay.
So I have to do something really quick. Just give me a second.
We're in a holding pattern. We're waiting for you.
Oh boy. I guess I'm just gonna drag it in here. I can't find it, Larry, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna do it on a wing and a prayer.
So you're not really sure what this one's gonna be.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it is working. It is working. I just have to find the right audio source here. This is what I'm excited about, Larry.
I'm looking.
But you're not seeing it the way I want you to see it.
Well, I saw a little 70s night on the Coop Cruise.
Yeah, give me a second. There's weird stuff going on.
We're patient. Right? Everyone, we're patient with the rooster.
I did. Okay, I'm just gonna. It's not labeling itself.
Nancy loves when you hit the buttons.
Who does?
Nancy.
Oh, well, of course she does.
She loves when you're hitting the buttons.
I love hitting the buttons because I know it drives Jimmy crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know it does.
Yeah, we don't have the screen chat. The chat going on the screen.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and...
He loves that.
I'm going to go ahead and delete this. This is what I get for, you know, not properly storing my stuff. But I did just get a new motherboard. So, I mean, for crying out loud, give me a break. I just am excited about Formal Night, 70s Night. We'll just talk about it since it's coming up in 4K glory over here. And with Nova Audio. I mean, come on. But
I just thought of something. We are really closing in on that 1 year mark.
I know. Wait, no, tomorrow, right?
Well, tomorrow's leap day.
Oh, there's a leap day. So
yeah,
we're a year away on Friday.
We are 366 days away.
Well, would you just look at that?
How about that?
I'm excited.
We are almost at the 1 year mark. from Coop Cruise 25. And I'm already looking at Coop Cruise 26.
What are you looking at, Larry?
Well, I'm looking for something a little unique, but still affordable. And yet something that is just different. So I've got a lot of ideas. I'm trying not to make it. I mean, this one of 8 I know is pushing it a little bit for a lot of people. That the 7 is like a really solid number.
8's not too much, I don't think.
Eight's not bad. No, eight's not bad at all. I mean, I'll just tell you. So, like on the Icon, it's such a big cruise, and it's something I didn't want to miss. That, even though it's the beginning of March, we can get humongous snowstorms beginning of March. That's usually when we'll get our biggest ones here. You get the different weather fronts that come together. So I decided to go to Miami 2 days early. I had the New Year's Eve cruise, not this year, but the year before, and all the flights got canceled, and I missed out on a back-to-back with Sharon at Sea. So anyway, if it's more of nicer weather for most people, I don't think there's a need for the 2 days. So in 8 days, not that big a deal. But I'm just looking for something that's different, unique, something that very few people have been on yet.
Yep.
So I'm perusing all the different options. Plus, I'm trying to take a look at what newer ships are coming out versus even, like I got to say this. I talk to people about cruising all the time, and I told them about the Alaska cruise, and I said the Carnival Spirit was definitely a smaller ship, and I loved it. I thought it was awesome. It was a great change of pace. It was easy to navigate. It was great for our group because walking around, you ran into people constantly.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. So, sometimes smaller is better. Sometimes medium, it's amazing that the smaller ships now, when they came out, were the biggest in the world.
Well, you know what they say, Larry. It's not about how big it is. It's about how it sails through the ocean. Okay. All right. It's not the size of the prize. It's the motion and forget it. That was a terrible joke. Sorry. But You know what, Larry? I think we should do it. Coop Cruise 26 should be a freaking, stop. No. Should be, I am going to document, not the cruise ship itself, but I'm going to document the vloggers knocking each other over and kicking tables over to get back to their cabin to edit that first video of the ship. That's what I'm going to document. I'm going to document them all. Like, hey, where's this creator? Hey, where's that creator? Oh, they're editing. We need to book the inaugural cruise of like the Carnival, the Hootenanny. I don't know. Whatever.
I think we'd have a better chance of inaugural of like a margarita film.
I'm just saying that's what we need to do. That's what the Group Cruise 2026, assuming Group Cruise 2025 is a success, which I mean, I'm not going to lie. We're on track.
We're not going to allow it not to be.
No, we're on track for this to be a hit. Like, check this out. Just look. Now, I know for a second you're not going to have audio, so give me a moment. I'll fix that. And this is something I got to figure out. This is why I do not like this software. But we're going to do this. Oh, yeah. Take some of that all up in your space.
There you go.
I mean, this is what we're going to look like in the MDR, y'all.
Oh. I don't think I'm going topless in the MDR.
What?
No.
What'd you
Sorry.
say?
I'm not going. That one picture, the guy's got his shirt off.
No, not topless. But you know what I'm saying, dude. We've got an outfit for you, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, look one more time.
Am I going with the French look?
I just like the Coupe Cruise stinger there.
It's like the NBC Peacock.
Yeah.
That
Great idea,
background,
Caitlin.
I think that was wallpaper at my mom and dad's house in Africa. We should have a men's platform shoe contest. Who's got the best platform shoes?
Oh, there's going to be all kinds of some B-roll of everyone's fits. All right, we got to say hi to everyone, but I'm excited about this. If you're looking to go on the cruise or you're already booked on the cruise, in the Coupe Cruise Facebook group, there is absolutely 100% a link for a store that has all kinds of cool stuff on eBay that's somewhat affordable. There's no rules, but I do want to mention that the little stinger I played mentions that it's going to be the second formal night, I think. And I think I'm going to switch that up. I don't think I'm going to do it on a formal night because there's too many purists out there, and I don't want the Coupe Cruise people to be like somehow categorized by the purists as a bunch of a-holes. So we'll have 3 formal nights on the cruise. The actual cruise line's formal nights, and one of those nights that isn't a port day will be a 70s formal night. If we can squeeze it in, we'll figure that out. Otherwise, the second formal night it is, and we'll be like, can you dig it, y'all?
I think it'd be better not to do it on a formal night.
That's what I'm saying.
So we totally stand out.
No, that's totally what I'm saying.
Yeah, everybody else is going to the MDR and tank tops and shorts, and we're decked out like Welcome Back, Cotter.
Oh my God! I swear to God, I thought I saw Pal Cetera in the chat, but it wasn't him. All right, so we got Letitia Davalos Hanko in the place. We got Tess Almond. Tess Almond pushing the buttons. And she knows how to listen to 2 chats at one time, or 2 never mind. Okay, enough. Garrett says that my jokes are embarrassing. I'm glad to have you, Garrett. You know, Larry, Garrett's excited when we're live. They were texting me last week like, hey, you're not going live? What's up with that? Like, they enjoy the live stream. So I think we got to put on a show for them.
We have a vast variety of watchers, of viewers. That's awesome.
Yeah, and sadly, they can't come on this cruise. The cruise.
I understand why. I just can't believe you haven't gotten your phone call yet.
Yes.
It's coming. I guarantee it.
No, way to go, Larry. Now she's going to call. But you know what? I have no idea where my phone is, so it's not going to work. Crazy Cat Traveler's in the place over here giving me crap the other day about the formal night. She wanted to know about the damn how do you sign the waiver to not get involved in 70s formal night? That she said, where's my waiver? I said, well, no one said it was stinking daggone freaking mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Right on cue, Larry. Way to go.
What?
Hey, man.
You said you didn't know where your phone was.
You guys said it.
I felt it vibrating.
I was gonna let it go but attention time here.
Well, let me be honest here. When I was having the issues, Larry, when we punted the live stream,
Yeah.
Caitlin sends me a text, hey, you're not live. And I sent her a text back, and she
like
goes,
you didn't know.
she goes, she sent me that. I was like, dude, seriously. And she's like, you know what? I think I'm reading the chat from the old live stream here. But she's like, I'm not your dude. Caitlin, I love you. Well done.
I like my shirt.
Yes, it's raccoons. It's beautiful, just like you. Now I gotta go. Much love to the Coons and the universe. And to Garrett. Give Garrett my love.
Okay, we got that. We got our weekly call out of the way.
All right. All right. So who else is here? We got Jamie from Sharing at Sea Travel. Lots of people saying we got audio. We got Nancy Plack in the house, which is exciting. I mean, let's not lie about that. I was actually debating. I almost played the Nautical Nurse Nancy music video in the intro tonight.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of views.
Maybe next week.
Oh man. Yeah.
She's excited to have that in the intro.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one that plays it. I sent it to her. That woman hasn't played the video anywhere since. So I guess...
Are you sure about that? Do you watch her show every week?
Not every week, but I do. I'm only playing. The timing of that show is like the one day that I have to do the driving for gymnastics.
Gotcha.
Well, there's 2 days, but one of those days is that day. And unfortunately, yes, you should, Caitlin. But I think I have already. John and Diamond are in the place.
Hello, John and Diamond. Look, I can't remember what cruise they're on next, but I know they're on one I'm going on. It's coming up, so looking forward to seeing you guys.
You know, I do have to say this. Lindy Lou! I'm looking forward to disco dancing with you on the Coop Cruise 2025. Me and you, baby. We're going to do a disco dance-off right there on the Lido.
Whoa, not in the disco? Come on.
It's no. It's going to be
On the
on the
Lido.
Lido with the moonlight shining down upon us. I'll have cameras at every angle catching us in slow motion. It's going to be epic, Lindy Lou.
Tony Jackson on the guitar.
Yes. Yes. Who else we got? Kevin Brubaker, the troublemaker, calling Jimmy sexy. Well, from now on, I think we should forevermore call all right, enough. Yes. Jamie from Sharon at Sea, Jimmy Timberlake. I mean, that's just
I
me.
forgot about that comparison.
Life is Good Today is in the place. Woo! How you doing? I don't know if they're still here. This dates back a while. Cheryl on deck down. Cheryl one deck down. I like it. Bell bottom jeans. Of course. Wendy Johnstone. In the
Wendy.
place. Gina Bird. Larry could
Gina.
pull off a Tom Selleck mustache. No problem. I actually had Larry looking like Tom Selleck the other day. I should have posted that one in the Facebook group because he certainly hated the Rembrandt one that I posted.
Well, I didn't think it was a Rembrandt one.
It was Rembrandt. But here,
I'll tell you this. I have a secret for my 3 compadres on Bromania. That's
What's
all I'm
that?
going to say. But on the embarkation day, you're all gonna have a chuckle, and then you're in for another surprise from Trevor and I.
look.
We're not spilling the beans.
Look. Larry becomes Tom Selleck. He becomes Tom Selleck in this video. Let me play it one more time. Ready? Larry becomes Tom Selleck. Oh my God, would you look at it? Yes, you could pull it off, Larry. That's what we need in our lives.
You have a lot of you could put all that effort to some content.
Some audio work.
Content.
Oh, content schmontent.
I'd like to see some Alaska content.
It's coming eventually.
Well, I'm patiently waiting, but that hands down that cruise was epic. That was awesome. I really want to go back again. I really, really do. And I would love for you to put a video together of that trip. That was an amazing trip. All started.
Jamie,
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry, not to
Go ahead.
change the
Go ahead.
subject, but our good friend Jamie Wilhite said she hated 70s clothes.
But that's why we wear them now.
But Jamie Wilhite, I mean, you can
She can make anything she wants.
right.
She can make outfits for all of us.
Yes. Why
I
won't
might
this
have to
go
put
on?
an order in for her.
Yeah, Jamie Wilhite, I certainly hope you'll participate in that. I thought it was Jimmy DiCaprio. It is, sorry, not Jimmy. What did I say? Oh, I said Jimmy Timberlake. You're right.
Jimmy
It's DiCaprio. Yes.
Yeah.
Debbie Shafgans loves disco dancing. We want to see that Alaska content. I don't know how much of it that I have. You know how it is on the group cruises. I get so caught up in the moment, I don't know that I film anything.
Wait. You were walking around with like 3 cameras going at one time.
Yeah,
First
but I
of
got
all-
tons of B-roll. But what?
Okay. Well, first of all, you have to put even a short one together of you going through security because that's a classic.
Oh, when I was getting hassled?
Yeah, and you're arguing with the guy when he said you have to have your camera up on the top of the escalator, and that guy, they all start hassling you like, I did what I was told, and the whole time your body cam was on.
I know. Listen,
It's
okay?
a classic story. The whole time your body cam.
Yeah, the guy was telling me, hey, man.
Because you would have picked up all of them arguing with you.
But you know what's funny is I don't have any of the body cam footage, so I wasn't recording. It was on, but not recording. That being said,
That would have been the best.
it was also determined the other day when it was requested of me to find the poop incident video from the first breakaway cruise that when I did this whole reinstall of Windows on my computer, all my breakaway footage gonzo. I mean, the first breakaway. It's not like I'm going to revisit that, but I would have liked to have found the snippets when I needed them. Anyway, Kelly Scholes Madison is in the place. Who
Hello,
else
Kelly.
we got? Caitlin Smith says Alaska content is a must. Yes, that's how you learn about proboscises when you go to Alaska. Caitlin wants to know, why do we call him Jimmy DiCaprio? If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. Danny D, the spectacular supporter. Well, thank you, Danny D. Hit that thumbs up button then. Debbie Shafgans loves to disco dance. John and Diamond want to see the Alaska content. I know. I know that they commandeered. Oh my God, Jamie Wilhite. I suck at life. I've got to do that. I will. Please send me a message so I can do that. I can't believe I forgot to send her the luggage mat so she can finish my vest. I know John and Diamond commandeered my phone at one point. Wanda commandeered my phone at one point. And the other day when I was going through footage, I found footage from Bob from Q's Cruisers where he took my camera and went around Coco Cay and started interviewing people. Just random folks on the street. It was fabulous.
That's hilarious.
It is, but I had my camera set to manual, so I adjust exposure as I'm going. And like when he would go to people who were like in an area not exposed properly, it would be really bright. Amy Franzak, that's true. However, well, I'll leave that one alone. It is very true. Going to the post office is probably my least favorite thing in this whole world to do. But you know, it's funny because COVID is long gone, and all of a sudden in my shop, everything that I order has supply chain issues, which is weird.
It's an excuse. Everybody uses it as an excuse.
And another thing that's crazy about that is I had to resource the Bromania t-shirts because they can't get the shirts that I want in time. But anyway,
that clock is ticking.
I know, Arnold, and I'm actually thinking about. I'm actually proud of this. Arnold, Larry, Trevor, Jimmy, York, all of you. Think about this. All the footage that no one's seen from our escapades in Coco Cay will make perfect content for Paul and his timeshare presentation. Let's just be honest. We've got some epic footage, especially when Arnold's explaining the in-law catapult that we've installed on Ship Show Island. Now, this year, Larry, I have plans. The Barnett Island defense system that it's a drone that we send up. It seeks out and destroys dinosaurs on her island because, you know, that's a big selling point. So I'd really like you to work on some sort of device that might make her island sink because she's really keen on being our competition. And after watching the Get Gotti documentary the other night, we ain't got time for that. We're taking our competition out. Ship Show Island is the only island you need.
How many days away do you think we are?
From Romania?
Yeah.
41.
It's close. 39.
Okay. All right.
37 till we fly.
I like it. Oh, yeah. I just talked to Kelly about that.
You just let her know we're going?
No. No. Tess says we need to contact our cruise director when we find out who it is and request a 70s night on behalf of the shift show. Oh, man. See, Tess, I like that idea. However, that's not something I'm going to do. I don't want to ever one time try to make a cruise director's job any more difficult than it already is. So no. I see Bill Leach from Smyrna, Georgia is here. Oh gosh, Jamie Wilhite's telling Caitlin what colors you want for a baby quilt.
Oh boy. Oh,
you know Jamie Wilhite's gonna make you a nice quilt.
She is amazing. Oh,
no, but Tess, I know what you're saying, and I think that's a great job. You know what? That's your job, Tess. That is your job. I'm leaving that up to you.
I think but just not so much that, but just let the whatever they call the club or whatever, that we want to come in at a certain time and make it kind of like a 70s night for an hour. I think they would accommodate that.
Yes. Scott McNeil's here. I don't know if I addressed him, and I got your video, but I couldn't do what I wanted to do with it. Well, we're going to have to re-record that so you're far enough away from the wall where there's no shadows. We'll talk about it because I couldn't get you green screened out on that. But Tess, that is your job now. You are now the associate cruise director liaison for 70s formal night. So I am expecting you to make those arrangements happen. Once we find out the gender, Caitlin will message you. Wait, you guys are pregnant? Oh, man. I don't want to find out from a message. Oh, Jamie. Oh, he's saying it to Jamie. Okay. Not to me. Okay. Got it. My bad. The gender reveal's coming up Easter weekend. So, there you have it.
And how are they doing it?
They're going to
it should be in an exploding golf ball that you hit. You'd be so nervous you'd probably swing and miss.
Well, that might work, but Caitlin says apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. That might work, except that it might be too cold on Easter to hit a golf ball. I think Caitlin probably has something epic planned, and we just don't know about it yet. You know what I'm saying? Luna, You're destroying my lawn care sign. Rooster's Lawn Care Service. Arnold Kump and Dana Kump got me that. By the way, Arnold and Dana, you may have a package arriving fairly soon.
How about that? You got that to look forward to.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if look forward to is something
It's going to be like
use.
5 different kinds of grass seed for you to experiment with.
Nope. Can we just say paybacks from the sock I received
Oh,
in the
wow.
mail that may be over there in the corner, right behind Luna there, right there, right over there. The little sock they sent me. Anyway,
Very nice.
there may be paybacks coming, although it's a little bit more innocent. No one knows but Family and Coop. That's very soon. Rebirth your stream for FF7? What the heck is that?
FF7.
I'm going to press this button, y'all.
Fast forward 7. I don't.
Final Fantasy stream. Oh, God. No, I'm not doing that. No. Thank you, though. No. But anyway, let's talk cruising.
So, I think we have a little bit of a smaller group going on the Icon next week.
Yep.
I think we have, I've already forgotten. I think
Rhonda's
about
going.
15 rooms. Yes, Rhonda's going. The Birds are going. Woohoo Girl and her brother are going.
That would be Larry.
Larry's not going.
Or not Larry.
Tony.
Why did
Tony
Tony
Tony's
Jackson,
going.
he's going.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yes.
the other Larry's not going?
Larry's not going. No. I think Sharon
Matt
and
Bird's
Jamie
in
are
the
going.
place.
Matt and Gina Bird are going. Yes.
That was fortuitous.
There's a few people. There's a few people I haven't met yet, or if I have met them, I'm sorry, I don't remember. But I was talking to Jamie last night, and he was going over everyone. And it's a smaller group, which sometimes is better too because easier to plan things with that.
I get that.
They actually have not planned. They did not overplan this cruise because I agreed with them. The cruise ship has so much that they didn't want to bog down people thinking they had to do something every night. So the first night we're doing a meet and greet. We are. They're doing it. They planned a meet and greet. Where's my folder? I can tell you exactly what we're doing. I always love my handy folders. I put all my info. Meet and greet is on night 1. We're doing a bar crawl starting at 11 a.m. on day 3.
All right, enough.
We have so they at the Pearl, that's like the signature thing of this ship, one of the signature things. They have a photo opportunity set up there.
Oh my God, no.
That's really kind of about it.
Yeah, they're getting a lot.
Luna, what did you do? Oh, for heaven's sakes. I just lost Larry's audio. Luna did something. Stop! I don't know if they can still hear you, but I certainly can't. Bart! This is an outrage. I cannot hear Larry. All of a sudden, my headphones broke. No, we can't hear Larry. How about now? Can you hear Larry? Oh, for freaking cute. She jumped up on me. freaking outrage. We lost Larry. Now Luna is pushing button. I know, Larry, they can't hear you, and this is freaking insanity. What did you do? Can they hear me? That's the question. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Can't hear old Lair. Let's see if this does anything. How about now? Oh, for frickin'. Luna, what on earth did you do? You know, this is why, y'all. I just don't get it. I mean. Yeah, do that, Larry. Do that, but I feel like there's probably more to the story. He's going to sign off and sign back in. Hey. Dumbest thing ever. Hello, Brandoline. Scott says that's why I have a cat. There he is. Now we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
What? All right. Now, I can't remember the story I was telling.
I think you were telling the story about the time you went through security and a guy had a banana in his pocket.
I'll retell that story one day. That is a classic. But I do remember now. The only issue with the small group on the icon is I don't think we're going to be bumping into each other very much. There's just 20 floors, so many venues.
There'll be a few people bumping into each other quite a bit. Just saying.
But if we're not like organizing something, I don't know how much you're going to see the other people. And it's just a small group. So I'm still really looking forward to it. I've just been watching tons of vlogs, and people are having a great time. And I've seen the only negative, when people say, what's your negative about it? They say the price they paid. And then one young couple said there wasn't enough hot tubs. And then other people say every time you turn, there's another hot tub. So it's like...
Yeah, there's enough hot tubs. But hey, by the way, we got 37 likes and, 70 some viewers. I would like to have 70 some likes. Can we make that happen? Doodles McShip Show just came in the chat and dropped a bomb, Larry. He says St. Louis Blues suck.
What?
That's what he said.
And he's basing that off of what? Who's won the last Stanley Cup, Detroit or St. Louis?
I don't know. He's being a contrarian, I think.
I'm not even wearing a St. Louis Blues hat. This is a St. Louis Cardinals hat.
But, Larry, don't take it too serious because this is York's mindset.
And I'll tell you what I like. I have a foot fetish. I don't know how I brought it on myself. Actually, I find feet actually very beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll tell you what I like. I have a foot fetish. I don't know how I brought it on myself. Actually, I find feet actually very beautiful.
He's into feet. So how would he know anything about hockey?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's coming in here playing the contrarian role. The bump party is night 2 in Schooner Bar. What's a bump party, Larry?
I don't know. That one's got me. I don't know.
I don't
know.
Oh my God, who said that? Who freaking said? Oh, of course it was Brubaker. He said there's a conspiracy afoot. Oh my God.
Super awesome comment.
Indeed. Indeed.
The schooner bar on this ship, that's just like, that's an afterthought. I mean, this thing's got a jazz bar, dueling pianos. I think boleros and schooner bar are just kind of like an afterthought.
Well, schooner bar is always nice, though, to chill. If Tony Jackson is on that cruise, I can assure you there will be some bumping going on. You're dang right. You were talking about bumping into people. Oh, the bump party. Okay, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I missed the joke there. But okay, the bump party will be at the schooner bar. People will be bumping uglies, as they say, at the schooner bar. So make sure you don't miss that one. Columbus Blue Jackets suck worse, says York. I mean,
well, is he ever going to say somebody's good?
Yeah, he'll say Michigan is good, and then he'll play the Michigan fight song. It's what he's going to do.
God. Well, we're talking NHL right now. He's talking NHL, not me.
This is an outrage, Doodles. This is an outrage. This aggression will not stand. I don't tolerate this kind of behavior. And I'm just going to give you stern words. That's what you're going to get. I might also give you this.
Please welcome Esteban, internationally acclaimed guitar virtuoso, celebrated around.
I'm just saying, I don't know. But I guarantee that the icon most likely will be.
Next is the Breakaway out of New York.
Or it's the icon, though, right?
And that is where we're teamed up.
Icon of the Seas.
That
Yes.
is going to be
once again the
all
kids on
kinds
the
of
ship
fun.
show, the kids from Fantasy Travel. It's going to be off the chisel.
Absolutely going to be off the chisel. And, you know, this is a foreign concept these days. People don't realize the talent this man has. They think he only plays a 12-string guitar, and he can rock out some real riffs here. And let's never forget.
And the winner is...
Larry, why am I doing that?
I don't know.
We're supposed to be doing cruise chat.
Well,
but I got
he's
stuck.
He's part of our cruise community.
He is, and he's hosting the dang thing for crying out loud with Sharon.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking, you know, like York's over here talking shit. Sorry. I feel like I got to find something. You know, this right here. Right here. This is what he wants to talk about my hockey team.
I'll tell you what I like.
Who's your hockey team?
Fetish.
The
I
Red
know
Blue
I brought it
Jackets.
on myself.
The Blue Jackets.
Actually, I find feet actually.
Who's the
very
best?
Beautiful. And I'll tell you what I like. I have a foot fetish.
Sorry, I gotta
I
fix
know
the
I brought it
audio
on
'cause
myself.
it doesn't
Actually, I
automatically
find
make the
feet
audio
actually
play. You
very
have to make
beautiful,
setting
and I'll tell
change.
you what I like. I have a foot fetish. I know I brought it on myself. Actually, I find feet actually
You in the
very
butt.
beautiful, and I'll tell you what I like. I have a foot fetish. I know I brought it on myself. Actually, I find feet actually very beautiful, and I'll.
All right. Sorry, Larry. You were
Not a
asking
problem.
me something.
The greatest Columbus Blue Jacket of all time is
Their goalie, no, I can't remember his last name.
what about their power forward?
I don't know positions, Larry.
Rick Nash.
Oh, Nash, yeah, but he came from Chicago.
Well, I don't care. He was still your best player.
Yeah, he came from Chicago. The other guy was a homegrown.
He was a goal scorer, man.
Yes.
I went to a hockey game once in Columbus. My sister and brother-in-law lived in Chillicothe. And we made the trip up to Columbus, went to, I don't remember if it was a junior game, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, the arena is great. And I can tell you this. I remember my first game. I was hosting individuals from Sprint Wireless at the time, which has now been bought out by T-Mobile. But I was hosting them. I took them to the game, kind of a wine and dine situation. And during one of the between second and third period, there's a longer intermission, like whatever. I don't know. There's an intermission.
Yes.
And you look there at the screens all around, and there's this girl thinking she's completely, not being watched. Meanwhile, there's a camera on her, and she's got like a sucker. That's what we call them in Ohio. You guys may call them a lollipop, or worse, a lolly, which is a disgusting.
I've never heard of lolly.
I've heard lolly a lot. But this
not.
girl's sitting there just straight going to town on this thing. I'm not going to demonstrate, but they're showing it on the screen for about a good 40 seconds before she realizes, oh, dang, I'm up on the screen, and then finally she sees that she's on the screen, and she goes, you know what? Somebody turn Mr. Z's comments off. Larry, let's talk hockey the rest of the night. But she sees that she's on the camera, and what does she do, Larry? She bites it.
Ooh.
And the whole crowd went bananas. The whole crowd went completely bananas.
That's what you remember the most from your first game.
Yes. Well, there's other things, but I'm not going to digress on that.
All right. Sounds good.
Not going to digress on that. So when you leave on what?
Next
Monday?
Thursday.
Oh,
Next Thursday.
Okay.
Next Thursday. This is a Saturday to Saturday cruise. So leave on Thursday, a good time, like 12:30, direct flight. Get in at like 4:30. Just have fun for one night and off day, and most people are getting in on that Friday. Diane Brainhorse set up with Tony, get together down in like Cuban Town at a place. I think a lot of people are going to that. But I'm just going to try to really kind of lay low and chill till I want to get on that ship early. I want to be feeling good. I want to explore. I want to take it all in. So I'm going to I always forget on Royal, I get not internet for the whole week, but I get it a lot. I just have to remember to turn it off when I'm not using it. But I get X number of minutes free, and I'm going to try to make a bunch of posts from the cruise.
Well, you should.
I will. Fill y'all in on what
Will
I'm
that
doing.
be Beauty and the Bum?
Yep, it sure will.
So shout out Beauty and the Bum Travels.
But I'll be putting them out.
Subscribe.
I'll be putting them out on the Ship Show Facebook page.
Okay, we got up to 50 likes. We're still 20 short. Let's make it happen, y'all. All you have to do is close the chat and then hit the like button and then hit the chat button again. It ain't as hard as it looks. Wendy Johnstone says they arrive at 8 p.m. Thursday night. Okay.
The only negative about this one, and I don't really think it's just this one, but the problem, I also saw it when we did the Allure out of Galveston, and they had never had a ship that big. Just you start bringing in 7,500 people, everything gets more expensive. So the hotel rooms were definitely more expensive. So I'm staying. I like to stay right by Bayside, but the rooms are just too expensive. So I'm a little bit further out. Still, I think it'll be fun. But It's just I like to say that Intercontinental, and that's where I want to try to get us a group rate for the Coop Cruise. But in this case, 2 nights would have been about $950.
Oh, for freaking cute.
Super awesome comment.
Larry, that was a premature that was a premature super awesome comment because we hadn't read the comment yet. But oh, look at that. Dave Conan says hit like or it's all feet and hockey chat the rest of the show. Yeah, great call. You definitely better hit the like or it's going to be feet and hockey.
Or we could change the subject to winter lawn care.
Yeah, or whatever this is. I have no idea. Oh, you know what? I don't know what this is, but we're going to play it. We're going to play this because this came out of the freaking... I don't even know what the hell it is. I got to figure out what this is. Hold on.
Looks like freedom. Freedom of the seas. I think that's freedom. It's amazing what happens when you start pushing buttons. I think you're on the freedom of the seas now.
Let's get some audio in the mix. Ready?
All right, let's go.
This is why Nope, that's harmony.
Harmony. Oh yeah, it's got the open section.
Here's an interesting one. I don't know what it is, but give me a second.
All right, we're patient. We'll wait.
Message to you.
You never know what's going to come up.
Bring back the reggae band.
Buttons.
I can't see just one dude banging on a drum. That's not going to do
Mr.
it.
Negativity.
You got to see this.
Speaking his mind.
Let's get a selfie of all of us.
All right.
I hear you, Tess. She's talking about Galveston. It was just not. It was.
Let's see what this is.
All right. Carnival.
I think it's the same cruise.
Bring
It
back
looked like the
reggae
same
band.
cruise.
I can't see just one dude banging on a drum. That's not going to do it for me. You got to see this.
Complaining about something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here you go. You can't hear it, Larry? Listen.
No.
All right, listen.
Listen.
All right.
Whoa.
Carnival. Message to you. Besides the luggage bands, bring back the reggae bands. I can't see just one dude banging on a drum. That's not going to do it for me. You got to see this.
Okay, he's complaining because Carnival's reggae bands are no good anymore. I don't know, Larry. I'm just...
All right. He's got to find something, I guess.
Well, he's a contrarian. He's a contrarian all the way. So, I'm actually going to have so much FOMO with you guys. Being on the icon. Just not so much the icon. I don't get excited about the new ships like a lot of people, but just you being able to hang out with the fam. That's what I get excited about, and that's what I'll have FOMO about. Winter lawn care. Yes. Okay. Speaking of winter lawn care, let me just show you something really quick. Larry, go ahead. Take over.
All right, I'll take over. So, and I did think of this. I did come up with this. Tomorrow is February the 29th. So when I get up in the morning, I make a coffee, waking up. One of the first things I do is I go to my Facebook memories. And I've been on Facebook now, I think about 13 years. So I like to click that and just kind of look back at what happened on that day years past. So here's the deal. Thought about this. Tomorrow, February 29th. You can do whatever you want. You can get as crazy as you want. You can like embarrass yourself because you won't see it for 4 years, right? It'll take 4 years to come back to leap year again. So let your hair down. Let it loose. Do whatever you want. Make it a good day. It's kind of a weird day. I always forget about leap year. So on other news, the sister ship to the Icon, the Star of the Seas, I don't know how they can do this or how they have this foresight, but they've already come out. It's called the Star of the Seas, and they've already come out and delayed the inaugural sailing of the ship. They canceled the first 2 weeks. I believe the first cruise now is about August 29th of 2026. It's like, I don't know. It's like that far out. You can't think like all of a sudden we'll catch up, or do they definitely know they're not getting parts or something that's an integral part to build the ship? It just I thought it was kind of bizarre that they already knew to cancel the first 2 weeks. What they're doing with those people, I have no idea. But it's so far out. It's like, I just don't get that keyed up for the inaugural. To me, it's not a big deal. I know a lot of people out there it is, and so be it, that's your jam. But for me, it's like, if you're on the first one or the 6th one or the 12th one, does it really matter?
Well, unless you're a creator and you're trying to beat everybody else to the punch. I mean, that's the thing. And I don't know what you're talking about, but yes. But hey, Larry, I decided, and I'm saying this to make it appear as though I know what I'm doing. Oh, I see Sugar's in the place and Brandoline 94 too. I decided to do a stress test. Oh, Larry, you're frozen. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're not frozen anymore. I decided to do a stress test. And what I mean by stress test is that I spent enough time doing the experiment and I figured out which was which. Get out. Don't do it. Hey. No. I just stopped watering it because it was too much work, and it's not like I'm going to plant these little things. But I did a stress test on the grass. Hasn't been watered in 2 weeks. Okay? 2 weeks. And you could see, I know I could bring this back to life. Hey, get out. This is the Luna, stop it. I can't read it. This is the Black Beauty Ultra. Okay? This is the Black Beauty Ultra. It's not doing so
it's looking a little brown. It needs some water.
Right. It doesn't do well without water.
Oh, man, that is interesting observation.
However, and I promise you there's no chicanery involved
I
here.
have to pee.
This, even though it's still struggling a little bit, this is the Blue Panther. I have found the winner. This grass has not been watered for 2 weeks and it's still green. Let me go over here so it's a little bit there. Look, it's still green. I mean, there's some dead stuff, but they've equally gone on the same amount of time without water. Now, granted, this is thinner grass, but this is the one. Ironically enough, it's also the most expensive, but hold on a minute. If you're a lawn enthusiast like myself, and you're looking for something in the the warmer states, this is the one right here, Blue Panther. That's the one. That's what I'm planting. That's what I'm planting. Larry, did he say he's going to the bathroom? I didn't hear it. My grass is called Road Warrior. All right. All right. So,
we're still talking turf?
Scott McNeil said his grass is called Road Warrior. Larry, you walked away. You weren't even interested. Look at this.
Yes, I was. I said the first one was dry as can be.
Yeah, look at this. The same amount of time, and it's still green enough. I know which one I'm going with. It's also the only one that recovered fully without more seed from Luna's attack on the live stream. I see Howie Cruz is here today. Heard from a friend in the maritime industry that parts are hard to come by. I believe that.
It's just amazing to me that they have the foresight to go out to August of 2026 and know they're not going to have the ship done. But I'd say I give kudos to them that they did it now, that people can change their plans versus just months away. So it's a tough deal. I mean, just like the Forenza that we're going on. Hate to rub it in, John, but we're going on Sharon at Sea cruise in May on the Forenza. So we were on the inaugural, and the ship was going to be ready.
So you're going March, April, and May.
And June.
My God, you're on fire, my friend.
And then
I can't get a cruise booked, dude.
You want me to give you a good travel agent?
Do you know when my next cruise is after Bromania?
Yeah, I do. Coop Cruise.
Yeah, Coop Cruise. I can't squeeze one in. I thought I had one booked. I even called Jamie all excited to tell him, hey, I think we're going to book a celebrity cruise. But then Kelly looked at her freaking vacation, and every single week that she has off this year, yes, I could squeeze one off, Arnold. Every week she has off for the rest of the year coincides with some event that Stella's doing, whether it be camp or some weekend gymnastics deal. We can't make it work. We can't make it work. And
between now and Coop Cruise, I'm not saying this to rub it in, but I have 8.
Yeah, and great.
8. 8 is great. 8 is great. So, yes, I have March, April, May, June.
That's me. I'm a clown.
I come back like July the 5th, taking August off. I have Carnival Magic in September, taking October, November off. Symphony in December.
Is the Magic Southern Caribbean?
No, it was a casino deal.
Okay, because they have a bunch of Southern Caribbean cruises in June and July on the Magic.
Now, the Magic actually I'm excited about. So I got to get to my right folder here.
Who was it? Mr. Z, I'm telling you, this Blue Panther seems fairly drought resistant, but you should know it's
back to grass.
It's bluegrass. So if your grass base isn't bluegrass, you could have problems. But mine is probably about 60% bluegrass, and by the time I'm done with it, I'm hoping it to be like 75. But anyway.
So the Magic, I like it because it goes to, it's a 7-day, and it goes to Cozumel, San Juan, Amber Cove, Grand Turk. I've never been to Amber Cove. I've never been to Grand Turk. So
neither have I.
And San Juan,
Grand Turk is where Jack Shack is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, never been there.
Yeah. So San Juan, I've cruised out of there quite a few times, but I think I've only stopped there as a port once. So I like this one. It was a casino deal. It's an interior room, which I'm not crazy about. And the only reason I'm not crazy about it I don't like the complete darkness. I don't like waking up, not knowing what time it is, and it gives me a little bit of claustrophobia. But I got the cruise for $645.
That's a bargain bonanza.
For
Jamie
7 nights
Woolhite
for
wants
2
to
people.
know if you're going to be on the New Year's Eve cruise with Sharon at Sea.
Which year? I need to
This
know
year.
Working on it. That's a possibility. But I do have a December one, December 1st through the 8th on the Symphony of the Seas. I'm going to say the Symphony is my favorite ship. Right now, of all the ones I've been on, that is definitely my favorite. Jamie did a...
How does it stand out from the Allure, the Harmony, or anything else besides the decor?
It's the here's the thing. People always talk about the decor and the art. No, I don't notice any of that. I notice the venues. So it has Hooked Seafood Restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm not a foodie. It has Wonderland. It has
So does
Playmakers.
Harmony.
I haven't been on Harmony, so it's probably about the same as Harmony. Allure needs to be rehabbed. It needs a refurbishment. And I like them. I like them all. Don't get me wrong. But the Symphony's venues and just the updating it was just updated more. I love all the Oasis class. But the Symphony of all the ones I've been on have been my favorite. No doubt about it.
Well, it's not a big secret here, at least for me. I'm not an Oasis class guy. It's just that I don't know. I think it's a lot of big space and bad service. But that's just what I've had on. I've been on Allure twice and Harmony. So
And how was the service on Harmony?
Same as Allure twice.
Allure, I've been on the Allure 3 times and it's not good. But
York says he agrees with you. You got some good ones coming up. He agrees with Oasis class. He loves it.
I love them. I really do. I know that you can go all the way back to what's the Explorer? I don't remember what that class is called. But they all have the ice skating rinks. And to me, when I watch, because even though I coach hockey and I played hockey, I watch these people skating in that little bitty space, and it's just mind-blowing what they can do. So I love the ice skating shows. Here's the thing. I am not a theater type of guy. I'm not at all. But I will go to them, and the Broadway shows that they put on, a lot of them are amazing. I mean, really, really good. And I'm really looking forward to The Wizard of Oz on the Icon. And the people that go to it say it's long, but to me, it's not. It doesn't seem long if it's really good. I go to a movie and it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. If it's really good, it doesn't seem like it's that long. I go to a bad movie, it's an hour and a half, and it seems like forever. So I just like the Broadway shows that they put on. They've all been amazing. Like this Icon with dueling pianos, boleros, the Schooner Bar. I can't even think of all the other ones that they have, but they just have so many bars that are themed to the neighborhoods that I think is super cool. Just really looking forward to it. And I think the more the better. But again, when we did the Spirit on the Carnival, it was like a throwback to a smaller ship, and I really enjoyed that. I really had a good time.
Yeah, I've started to realize myself, like those smaller ships don't bother me, although the one thing that a lot of the smaller ships are lacking are the venues. You know, especially
Yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a smaller ship with updated venues. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I'm not here to complain, but do you remember the one night we were on the Spirit and we were at the Alchemy Bar, and the guy's like, "Last call," and I said, "Get your card up there, get your card up there," and I swear it was like 11 o'clock, and you didn't get your card up there, and you didn't get a drink, and it's like that shut down. And then when that shut down, all you really had was the Atrium Bar. It's just
or the
like
casino, yeah.
Or the casino. You just didn't have that many options.
I did get my card in, and I was pissed about that because I had tipped that man exceptionally well. I know there's probably rules and regulations, but he almost seemed to take joy in telling me no. I don't know. Maybe anyway.
He just didn't want to make your lilac martini.
That is not what I was asking for, Larry, and you know that. Love Oasis class, possibly even over Icon class, except Ice Show. Ice Show on Icon is next level. I like Navigator, smaller ship, but updated with stuff that Ovation didn't even have. What class of ship is Ovation? Whatever that class of ship is my favorite class.
Ovation. That one's got me. I'm stymied.
Quantum class.
Okay, that is the one. You did that. You did the Quantum to Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have not done that one. I had it booked for last December. My hockey schedule. I was on the Odyssey, and I had to postpone it. And the only thing I could do was to the Symphony in this December. So that is one that I have not been on. I really want to go on it. I've been on, like, Jamie did a video the other day, a vlog, and he was talking about all the different ships, and I was like thinking about it. It's like he should do one and ask people the ships that have been scrapped. I've cruised on, I bet, at least 7 ships that are now scrapped.
Well done, Brubaker. I see your comment. How many ships?
I'm gonna say 7 that have been scrapped. Sovereign, Monarch, Majesty, Song of America, Fantasy of Carnival, Big Red Boat. Those just come right off the top of my head.
Dave Conan says he's doing a transatlantic on the Quantum out of Honolulu. Okay.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Wasn't it fun trying to get into Victoria in a pandemic, says Crazy Cat Traveler? Yes. Doodles McShip Show says outdoor aqua theater will never be beaten.
Okay,
I mean,
but
see, again, I say, yeah, that's a cool show, I suppose, but if you've seen it once, I think once is enough. I don't know.
Do you want me to respond to that?
Sure.
Once you've seen one Ohio State football game, what's the point of seeing another?
That's not the same thing, Larry.
Oh, come on.
Everyone has a different result.
But every show is different.
Oh, for freaking crying out!
They're all different. Come on, and I'm okay. You know,
I'm just gonna say, I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying I've seen a lot of good shows, and that's not the best show I've ever seen.
Here's what I'm saying to Doodles. I agree with him, except this, that those outdoor ones got canceled a lot because of the weather.
Yes.
And so I took 4 friends of ours on their first cruise ever on the Allure, and we had that show booked like day 6, and it got canceled, and we missed it. We didn't see it. So that's the problem. That's why they put it in the dome, that way few. I mean, it still can get canceled because of the roughness of the sea, but
that should be their next ship.
The roughness of the sea?
Yes.
I don't know how many people would book that one.
I would. I would book that thing.
The vomit of the seas.
Yeah. I mean, the roughness of the seas. We've got, they follow a theme, the roughness of the seas, the bully of the seas.
It's a man's cruise, the roughness of the seas.
The biggest ship in the world, the bully of the seas.
There you go.
Just pulling up into Nassau, like, how y'all doing?
Hey,
take a look at this.
You want some of that? Texie's ideas to Royal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the behemoth of the seas.
Yeah, there you go.
But I mean, no, I get it. The dive show is great, but really, York said that the venue is really the thing. And I mean, there's no better place to see J-Lo and Shakira shaking their tuchus at the halftime show than on the big screen at the outdoor theater on Harmony of the Seas. I will say that. As a matter of fact, I enjoyed that more than the dive show, but I digress. Brubaker says Vomit of the Seas is part of the Margaritaville line.
It could be.
The Aqua Show is hands down better than any production at sea, but I do mean the venue more than just the one show. See, I disagree because I've seen shows on Disney Cruise Line and I've seen shows on Royal, the World Cruise on, or the World, something about the World on Allure that were amazing. The dive show is just, I don't know. It's a little janky. It's gimmicky.
It's like
gimmicky.
No, it's
gimmicky.
It's got so much to it, more than
Yeah,
diving.
they're doing slack lines. It's all the people that couldn't make it at Cirque du Soleil. Okay, enough. I'm only playing. I'm just saying, the dive show, it's slapstick comedy going on. There's some weird dude running around. It's a good show. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to see people dive. That's what I'm here to see, is people diving. I'm really not interested in the subplot of people dressed like Hondurans doing a slackline, and they're all from the Philippines. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, it's just a show, and I enjoy it. Midday, great show. After dinner, I'm not penciling out time to see the dive show. Sorry, that's me.
Well, that's why cruising is so awesome. You have options, and people can go their own way and meet back up, and that's what I say all the time. It's got different activities. I know people that every day they do not miss trivia. There's people I know that will not miss bingo. That's their thing. And to me, the trivia and the bingo, I'm not saying I'll never do it, but I'm not going to plan my day around it. But that's what I say. That's the beauty of cruising. You can go your own way, do what you like. That's that's why they offer all those activities. That's
all I'm saying. The old show you saw is nothing like it is now. It's not your Broadway song and dance. I'm not saying that, York. I saw it on Harmony. I mean, they dance around, they do some stuff. There's like weird music and the people clap, and they're not like really performing. They're just going through the motions, and you can see it, and they're like half clapping, and I don't know. It's just not my jam. It's not my jam. Given the choice between the dive show and A Good Alchemist, the choice is easy. I'll be at even though it's two separate cruise lines.
What if the Alchemy Bar was facing the dive show? Would that be your jam?
I mean, I guess, but I mean, I'm just here to see the person climb up the big diving board and do it. Right? I'm not impressed by synchronized diving at this point. I've seen enough of it. I don't know. I've seen the dive show like 6 times. So
that's why cruising has all the different activities.
You know what? Screw the damn dive show. It's got to go. Get rid of the whole dome. Turn that dome into a laser tag arena. And now we're... I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to get you people to get us to 70 likes, because I guarantee we're not there yet.
All you got to do is hit the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything.
Oh, we just did it. Nope, that was the viewers. We're at 63. Okay, well.
63. Oh.
Jamie from Sharon, see, the dive show is the new chef's table. Yeah, not much has changed, I'll tell you that. Doodles is over here talking about how it's not the old song and dance. That's not even what I was talking about.
I can't remember the ship I was on. I don't remember if it was Symphony or allure, but they had a guy do a tightrope walk across the whole thing, right over your head. I thought that was, and he didn't have one of those bars to like steady him. I thought that was pretty impressive.
That's impressive. I agree.
Yeah.
I would like to see it. I mean,
Oh,
I'm not going to book a time for it.
Go to Beauty and the Bum. It's on my. I got a video out there on it.
Beauty and the Bum. Post
I got
a link,
that video
Larry.
out there. He does a right over your head, right over your head. I'm like, if I did look and you didn't see it, but he had a little he had something attached to his ankle on the rope. So if he did fall, he'd just be dangling by his foot.
Tess says she liked before I even showed up. Well, that's silly. I'm just kidding. Thank you. What kind of shows are you getting on Holland America? I've heard mixed. Some good live music, but also some slower operatic and sting stuff. I can't answer that because I'm not booking that cruise line anytime soon.
Yeah, that one's not on my list right now. I want to do one. I really want to do a celebrity. I want celebrity really bad.
Yeah, me too. And I had one picked out, and the room was cheaper for a Southern Caribbean, going to 3 ports in the Southern Caribbean that I'd never been to before. And we had to scrap it because that we wouldn't get home in time for the first day of camp. Doodle says, yeah, I would rather see the history of the world in haiku form in the theater than the dive show. He's being sarcastic. That's not what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. I'm just saying, if you've seen a guy dive off of the same freaking platform 6 times, the 7th time, it's like, there he goes again. Like, I'm just saying, okay, all the rest of the crap is fluff while the people prepare themselves for the next dive, right? And, okay, so you're 15 feet up and you got a guy over here and a gal over here, and they dive and they do the same dive and hit the water at the same time. Well done. Well done. But it's much like when Michigan beats Ohio State 2 years in a row, you start clapping less at things. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? It's a compliment hidden with an insult, I suppose. But, I mean, come on. It's the same thing. Enough of this freaking dive show crap, Larry. Let's talk about the library on these ships. I mean, there's some good reading in there.
I will say this. So the whole dome area where the diving show is,
it's a library?
No, but they have this front area that's got 2 bars. It's got food and this huge, it's like floor to ceiling windows. And people say it is a really popular spot.
I believe that.
People go there relaxed. You can see the front
a new
of the
venue is always exciting. Yep.
Yeah, but people rave about it. So on that floor, it's like the Park Cafe that moved up there, and they said it's Park Cafe on steroids. So
ooh, Park Cafe. I do like some Park Cafe. Here's an interesting comment though. Where did it go? What do you not like on ships that most people seem to love? Mine is the electric violin trios. Yeah, same here. I mean, I've seen it. Okay, yeah, we saw Metallica. We saw some violinists play Metallica. Okay, once is enough.
No, I get into that. When on Carnival they'll do that in the atrium bar. No, I think that's like really cool because I can't play an instrument, so when I watch somebody and the skill they have, I think it's pretty awesome. Plus, they play like not just classical music, so I really like that.
Hey, Clifford says he's watching you on TV.
What? Clifford? My brother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Clifford, how are you? Glad to have you here.
Somebody had a really good comment.
Clifford, hey, while you're here, give us a thumbs up. We don't have very many.
Yeah.
Clifford,
no,
we need that thumbs up.
Respond to this comment. Now I can't find it.
You can't find his comment?
This coming from the guy who says that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't say that. I just don't disagree with it. I think it's a stretch by any means.
They play Christmas music. I mean, hello.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. It's not a tradition, okay?
It's not.
But whatever.
It's not I know. It's not, What was your favorite Christmas show again? I forgot it.
Christmas with the Comps. But people are answering the question. Holland America has a lot of piano type stuff. They have a good singing show and a dance show. Yeah, the problem is it's over at 6:45 p.m. so that they can start pureeing tomorrow's meals. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, that's the comment I wanted to address. Kathy L. She says, I do Quest on Royal as well. Do they still do the Quest? I thought that went away after COVID.
Oh, no. Well, it's back. Oh, yeah.
It's back?
They'll be like, we need a woman's bra. And there'll be 50 of them up there within 30 seconds. And women have they just like don't unhook it and pull it down. They just whip everything off. It's like,
I know. And on Mariner, when Kelly and I went, the cameramen were on stage. You could see the you could almost see hairs on nipples when they were doing that crap. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, it's true. It is so true.
I believe you.
No, I'm talking about the pureeing the meals. Somebody said that they do later shows. That might be true. They probably do later shows, but it's most likely like, seminars on, never mind. I'm just going to leave that alone. Let's just say you're not going to find a bar at midnight on Holland America when you're just hitting your stride.
I swear that night on the Spirit in Alaska, the Alchemy Bar closed at 11. It could have been 12, but I swear it was 11 because I'm like, I can't believe this is closing. There's just not that many other options.
Yeah.
And I swear it was 11. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's like, and I think we left when we went to the Atrium Bar, which was nice. There's no doubt.
Yeah, it's fine.
The Atrium Bar is not the Alchemy Bar. It's just not.
Yeah, and it's not like they open later than normal or earlier than normal there. But there's a couple comments here. Dave Conan, he's asking good questions. He's not asking is the drink package worth it, which that we don't answer that here. The answer is yes. Dave Conan says, what's everyone's favorite line for casual complimentary dining? Great question. And then before we answer that, I did want to address Clifford Sutton's comment, shave the nipples. Larry, do you shave your nipples?
No.
Okay, good. Neither do I.
No. I tried it one time.
I've been known to pluck a few stray grays.
But one day, years ago, I had like all of a sudden, I was shaving, and all of a sudden I had some hair like up in this area. And I was like, oh, I'm going to I took the razor and I just kind of and next thing you know, I was down below the border with the razor. And I got carried away.
Yeah,
and
the next
day, or the next 3 days, I couldn't stop itching. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I kept putting on lotion. It was horrible. It was just a terrible feeling.
Yeah, well, you gotta go clippers. That's how you avoid the Noid.
Shave the nipples. That's what.
Yeah, I use clippers around my nipples. No, I'm just kidding. But to answer, okay, so that's a great question. What's everyone's favorite line for casual complimentary dining? Okay, I'll try and tackle this one. For the most part, it's Royal Caribbean. It used to be Norwegian. Ocean's Tavern was the greatest bar, food place, casual food eating before COVID, where you could just go in and get some of the best wings at sea or shepherd's pie or whatever you wanted, and fantastic service. However, after COVID, it became a place where you have to go sit down, you have to have reservations, a whole hot mess. Out. Gone. Over. So that one's gone. I think collectively, what did you call it, Larry? The It's not the Promenade Cafe. The Park Cafe on Royal Caribbean, probably some of the best. Followed by area or Fahrenheit 872 or whatever that place is called on the Quantum class ships in the very rear. Very easy, casual dining, but great food. Fabuloso. But that being said, I cannot overlook the street eats area on some of the new Carnival ships where you can get oysters, or you can get tacos, or you can get seafood, all there. But I'm going to give street eats the number one. The newer Carnival ships have some of the best casual dining options available from what I've seen. But if you're looking for a go-to, Royal's got it on the Oasis class ships. There's that. But, if you're talking buffet, they all suck. They suck, except for breakfast. Don't tell me freaking Norwegian's buffet is awesome. Don't tell me Carnival's buffet is awesome. Don't tell me Icon's buffet is awesome. It's a buffet, and you're just excited because you're on a new ship that has more options than the other place. They're cooking the food the same. We all know that Royal doesn't change its menu ever, so you're getting the same freaking Salisbury steak on that buffet that you got on freaking Grandeur of the Seas. So just stop it with that. Stop it. The buffet. Don't go there. We need to shut down the Windjammer for good and make that a spot for left, right, center games.
Well,
left,
the
right,
nice thing
center
about
hall.
the buffet is it's quick. If you're in a hurry, you don't want to spend an hour and a half, 2.5 hours in the MDR, then that's a good option. I will tell you this. So I've been watching a lot of vlogs. So I talked to Jamie about this. So the one thing that I'm upset about with the Icon. So
exactly how we cruise. It's all the same. Sorry.
Sharon booked us for early dining. So they switched early dining from 5:30 to 5, and they switched sail away from 4:30 to 5.
Hey, speaking of which, did you hear, Larry, about a third dining time?
Yes.
What's the story with this?
Royal's coming out with a third dining time because that's what I'm saying. Right now on Royal, unless you do my time dining, it's either 5 or 8:30. So they're going to put one out there like 6:45, 7, which to me is perfect. Because here's my thing. On Sail Away, do you want to miss Sail Away? I love Sail Away.
It depends on the cruise line. If it's Carnival, absolutely not. If it's Royal Caribbean,
To me, it's more of the port. To me, it's sailing. How exciting is it to go out of that port? So some of the ports, like Galveston, who cares? New Orleans, you're going down the muddy Mississippi. Big deal. But Miami, when you go down that long chute and you pass those humongous condos and all that, it's just really cool. Same with Fort Lauderdale. I love that. And to sail away, really all you need to do is about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you're out to sea. New Orleans, it takes 8 hours to get out to sea, and by that time, it's dark. But to me, it's more of the port you're sailing out of instead of the line and all that. I don't care about the wobble, even though I do like to do the wobble. But it's like, it's just to me, the excitement that you're finally leaving, your vacation is starting. But how do you do sail away at the same time as the first MDR time? It makes no sense to me.
Because it's a business. It's a business. But Dave Conan says, I will miss midnight buffets. Those were pretty cool. Yeah, they're few and far between, but they were cool if you're into sculpting, cantaloupes.
But back in the 1990s when I first started cruising, and they did the midnight buffets, they did it like, it was unreal.
I believe
desserts. I mean, they did great decorations, but the food options would be, you felt like you had to go. But here's the thing. This is what people don't realize. Back in the 90s when you cruised, there wasn't an early and a late dining. The ships only held like 950 people. There was one dinner.
Yeah.
You ate at like maybe 6 o'clock. So at midnight, you would be hungry again. That would be your LNP. So the LNP, you'd go to the midnight buffet. And I mean, it would be spectacular. The dining options and the food options that they would give. It was really cool. I do miss that.
Speaking of really cool, Sugar says, I missed the pig roast on NCL. It was cool. I would like that.
I've only been on one Norwegian.
I've been on
I liked
two,
it.
and both times it was the same ship. One time was better than the other, despite the problem children who were on that cruise. That cruise was still better than the VD cruise, the Vloggers Extravaganza. VE, sorry.
VE. Hey, I came all the way down to New Orleans to wish you a happy 50th birthday.
I was happy. I made a vlog, Larry, on it. I don't know how much credit I give for that, but, whatever. Hey, listen. Here's what I have to say.
Yeah.
I think it's time that we say our goodbyes.
Can I tell you this?
Get ready to wish Larry the bon voyagiest of bon
No,
voyages.
that will be in 1 week.
Okay.
In 1 week on the show, I will be leaving the next day. You can give your bon voyages that night.
All right. All right.
Unless you're going to be like climbing poles or something next Wednesday.
Who knows what I'll be up to, my friend? All I know is I've been salty all night because I found out this afternoon I cannot book a cruise with the family until the vlogger cruise, and quite frankly, the timing of that is such that it might mess with Stella's finals. So I tried to be transparent. I tried to tell everybody in this house, hey, this is when we're doing it, and there was no arguments or otherwise protestations. And now here we are. I can't get a cruise booked. So I'm going to have to start going solo. And, I'm going to have to take this foot right here and put it down because I can't go this long. Even now, this is the longest I've gone without a cruise, and my last cruise was in June to Alaska. But Larry, it's been good chatting with you. Sorry about all the technical crap at the beginning.
No. All good. Good to be back. You were traveling last week, so we couldn't go live, but it was good to be back, and I can't wait for next week's cruise, and I'm going to have like a top 10 expectation list of the Icon for next Wednesday. How about that?
I like it.
Maybe I'll put a top 10 list of cruises you should go on.
All I know is I cannot go on it.
Oh, we'll make it happen. We'll find a way.
All right, folks. Don't take any wooden nickels. Be nice to each other online.
Thanks
Stop
for
with your
watching.
stupid, stinking, daggone freaking politics. Get over yourselves and your freaking candidate that you love so much or hate so much. It's not worth it. We're sitting here talking cruising, and we can talk about it. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Alrighty.
Cooking
We done?